Right, so
Fighting games.
fighting games.
Yeah.
Do you have a history with fighting games?
I do a bit. It was kind of one of the only games I had when I was younger.
Just this second realised we forgot to play one.
What did we forget?
Killer Instinct.
Oh.
Forgot to play 2 now. All right.
What did we forget to play?
Killer Instinct.
What was the other one?
Marvel vs. Capcom. They're just going to have to go without. If this is a competition, they've lost for not being interesting enough to remember.
Being 80 gigabytes.
It was 60, but
wow,
still, not with
enough.
your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
We'll come back to doing it in a bit. We'll do something. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'll think while we're talking, and we'll do something.
Okay.
For now, we'll just start with like the 4 that we played. I should start off saying I have a brief history.
Yeah.
Mainly childhood.
Yeah.
Getting beat by my brother.
Yeah.
So I don't like it.
Beat on the game, just to...
Bit of both. A bit of both. And typically I get them in a sale when I'm bored, and I'm like, oh, a fighting game with a big story, I love that, that'd be great, it'd be something to really sink and immerse. And then I get them and I go, I play about half of the story. And I'll stop.
Yeah.
With the exception of one.
Yeah.
And we'll come to that one. I think you can already probably guess which one it is.
Definitely.
So we'll come to that. So we'll start off with one I have zero history with outside of the 8 games we played for this video.
Yeah.
Just as we said, we're both not great at fighting games.
No.
Maybe a bit better.
Wow.
I've just got more. I've played them more.
Rude.
It's not rude if it's trim. I've just played them a bit more.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So
yeah,
especially you'll see in whatever gameplay. In some of them, I've played. I specifically the one I was forced to play against my brother as a child, Tekken.
Yeah.
I've played a lot.
Yeah.
So even though I don't like it, I'm naturally good at it because I've had to get good at it.
Yeah.
And I can actually beat my brother sometimes. Not all the time.
But
it's close. He has to try.
That's good.
He has to actually put effort into it. Now, I used to just trounce me before. But we'll start with one that you have a brief history with.
Very brief.
And I have 0.
Yeah.
That's Soulcalibur 4.
Soulcalibur.
For all these, we kind of took...
Soulcalibur 6.
I put 4 here.
Soulcalibur 6.
Well, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Soulcalibur 6. I've tried to get the most modern, up-to-date versions.
Yeah.
So I failed. But this is the most up-to-date as far as I'm aware. This is the most recent Soulcalibur that's been released.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about it?
I enjoyed the fact you could play as Geralt.
Did you? Because you didn't play as Geralt.
No.
Do you hate him?
No.
Do you hate Geralt?
I love Geralt.
Why don't you play as Geralt?
Because
you like fighting Geralt. Because you beat Geralt. Because you hate him.
I know.
You hate Geralt.
No, I don't hate Geralt. I love Geralt. No, I like the fact that you can play as Geralt because I like the dialogue he says.
Why didn't you play as him?
Because I didn't want to ruin Geralt.
By making him bad?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. The voice clips that you say you like the voice clips, and I like the voice clips, it feels familiar and kind and friendly, like a warm hug. Do you think it's the voice actor, or do you think it's an impressionist?
I think it's either the voice actor or they've taken it straight from the game.
Do you want to know?
Is it not?
I don't know. I don't know. I imagine they've taken it from the game. My first takeaway from it, having played many a fighting game.
Yeah.
First thing I noticed, a lot of tits.
Yeah.
An unnatural amount.
Yeah.
I'm a man, so seemingly that was meant for me, apparently.
Yeah.
That was aimed at me. As a woman, how do you feel about that?
It's a weird mixture, because I'm all for women being sexual, women showing their sexuality and being proud of their sexuality, and I'm fully for that. But it always does seem that it's not just some women. It's every single female character, or at least most of them, especially in a game like Soulcalibur, where it's pretty much all the female characters.
I don't know a lot about the
sexualized.
characters in that game, but I don't imagine all of them are overtly using their sexuality to express themselves. I imagine a lot of them just happen to have no clothes on.
Yeah, exactly. And it just kind of... I don't know.
Soulcalibur's the worst example.
Yeah, it's definitely
if you
the
look
one
at the
that
others,
has
Tekken has some.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's a little more subtle.
Yeah.
Not as necessarily subtle, but it's not as... I mean, in Soulcalibur, there's a woman who's just got like thin strips of material wrapped around herself. Like it's
it's not great.
and like her boobs defy gravity. Like she's gonna have spine issues. How is she flipping and kicking with them?
Yeah, that is true.
I can barely walk up the stairs with mine.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I appreciate it in Mortal Kombat there wasn't as much.
Yeah, that's an interesting because
Mortal
Mortal
Kombat
Kombat
was
it's got that like that whole history of being violent and awful, and your kids are playing it, and it's going to make them
Yeah.
psychopaths and evil because this game's evil. But in terms of sexualization,
Yeah, they're not really. Most of
there's a
them are
lot of
just in like kind
women
of
who are
army
just like in
costumes or
combat gear.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
they're not sexualized at all.
no. I mean, like they have tits, but at the end of the day, women do have tits.
I mean,
That's a normal thing.
Melina, I think there's a few. She's the one with the big chompy teeth.
Yeah,
They're in like
yeah,
sports bra-esque type,
yeah.
But it's never like it's not like
It's
tight
not as
latex,
bad. Yeah,
massive cleavage on show.
yeah.
Their
It's not like
proportion-
Soulcalibur where the only fully clothed person is skin tight latex.
Exactly, and their proportions are normal.
Yeah, pretty average.
Power Rangers didn't have any.
No,
They were all very close.
they're all very skin tight though.
Well, there you go. But all of them, it's fun.
Yeah,
No, yeah, it's a
really weird
fighting
one.
games have always had that.
Yeah, but I
it
think
shouldn't
people
get a
have
pass for
gotten
it.
used to it. No, they shouldn't get a pass for it. People have gotten used to that being a thing, and people have gotten used to that being for the demographic, in air quotes. But at the end of the day, it's kind of shoving women in a corner.
It's saying you're this.
Yeah,
Men are big, muscular men. Women are slender, massive titted,
yeah.
eye candy, and that's what they say it is.
It's the whole thing where, yeah, the characters in all these fighting games, all the female characters, they can win a fight. They are tough. They do have their set of skills, but at the end of the day, when they get hit, they're still making weird sexual noises. Which is not. I don't know. It's a bit weird.
You made a comment a little bit ago when we were talking before we recorded.
Yeah.
Their character is based around their sexuality. Go for it.
Yeah.
Whatever you identify as, if you're sexual and that's a part of who you are, then that's fine. Go do it. It's just when that's not a part of your character,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah.
But when it's very childish
Yeah.
looking characters, and Soul Calibur has one. I can't think of any in the other games.
I can't think of the name either.
Can't think of the name, and in all the other games, I can't think of any. But Soul Calibur has one child, which is not a child as far as I know, but got the cleavage out,
Yeah.
got the side bum out.
Yeah.
But her character bio, when we looked at it, was very like really warm and bubbly, lovely person.
Yeah. And she looks quite childlike.
She looks really young, and it's kind of weird.
It's that whole concept of women wearing schoolgirl outfits, and it's that sexualization of childlike things, which is a bit.
It's a little iffy. It's technically not illegal in any way,
I mean,
but they're not children.
yeah,
As far as I'm aware, this character isn't supposed to be a child.
yeah, hopefully,
But it's still a bit. It's just,
yeah, but it's sexualizing. It is still
It's
kind of sexualizing children.
It's sexualizing things that shouldn't be
Yeah,
sexualized. Yeah. Maybe not the video that should go into this topic,
Yeah.
since we're just talking about what fighting games we like, but it's on top of probably being the dullest of the ones on this list.
Yeah,
It also is a bit. That stood out as a bit strange.
yeah. I feel like things have progressed recently. Obviously, things haven't changed a huge amount. Or things are improving slowly, but I feel like we've progressed in society enough that we can kind of, and most games have kind of moved on from it, but Soul Calibur just seems to,
Stuck in the past.
yeah, it seems to still be stuck in the past and still be stuck in,
So if they did release the DLC
yeah,
and Geralt came out and they gave him an alternative costume, and it's that bit where he's in the bath
yeah.
and there's just like some bubbles just conveniently covering the delicate areas, would that equalise it for you?
If they did that, then I would.
All is forgiven.
All is forgiven. I would kind of understand it a little bit more.
Okay, all right, let's move on. Speaking of the actual game, did it stand out to you in any way?
It was actually one of my least favourite. The fighting felt more mundane than the others.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It felt like Mortal Kombat Light.
Not even that.
No?
It didn't feel. Maybe it just didn't feel as smooth. Maybe it didn't feel. I don't know. I'm not sure what it was exactly, but it just felt kind of meh.
I think a lot of these games, a lot of them had special move type things.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good example of why this game is like a watered down version of a lot of the others. Their special moves are kind of like, I've hit you with a thing and there's a bit of a colour in the background.
Yeah. It's
not
not
special.
a huge amount. Yeah.
From what I can see of the reviews, and this is just the star rating on the Xbox Marketplace,
Yeah.
3 out of 5.
Yeah.
I'm not sure a lot of people, I don't think even fans of this game are particularly enamoured with it.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just a lesser version.
Yeah.
Maybe 5's great.
Yeah.
Maybe the previous ones are amazing and we're just playing a bad one.
Yeah,
maybe this is what they're always like, but just off the time we spent with it, I'm not going to play it again. I'm going to uninstall it after we've got the footage, and that's it. Which one do you want to go to next? Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
We played Mortal Kombat X. I don't have 11.
Yeah.
Because I'm not paying for it. I got this one. This is an example of one of those games I got on a sale because I thought I could get into it, and I bought it and I went, oh.
Yeah.
I only bought this because you could play as Alien and Predator.
That was fun.
That's good.
Fair.
I love
quite
their
enjoyed
DLC.
that. Yeah.
I think that DLC is incredible. The new one, you can be the Terminator,
Yeah.
which I think would have been great in this one for Predator.
Yeah.
But you can be RoboCop.
Yeah.
So Terminator versus RoboCop. That's a classic comic. So that's happened before. There's probably a horror character in there.
There's Jason and
No, in this one,
oh,
yeah.
in the new one.
In
I don't know about the new one.
In the new, I don't. But there's probably, but yeah, in this one you've got in the one before in 9.
Yeah.
You can play as Freddy Krueger.
That's kind of cool.
It was like remake Freddy Krueger though. It wasn't.
Oh,
classic,
okay.
so I wasn't big on it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Still kind of cool.
Yeah.
But it would have been nice to have Freddy in this one.
Yeah.
Freddy versus Jason, which is the pinnacle of cinema. So it would have been nice to reenact that. Michael Myers, I think, is in the new one. Maybe. And there's some other DLC characters that are more based on like previous Mortal Kombat characters that I don't care about. Because I don't have a. Do you have a history of Mortal Kombat?
Not at all. No.
No, me neither. None.
No.
Outside of just seeing news things.
Yeah.
I've always known of it.
Yeah, of course.
It's like a cultural icon at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I never played it much when I was younger.
Do you think the characters are cooler in this one?
Yeah.
I think they play
definitely.
differently.
I think they play. That was the first one I was enjoying, if you know what I mean.
When you pick a new character, you go, right, I might have more of a chance here because this is a different style and it might be more suited to me.
Yeah.
As opposed to I'm pressing the same buttons, doing the same moves.
Yeah. And also the special moves are a lot cooler.
Oh, the fatalities.
Yeah.
Well, they're a classic, aren't they?
Exactly.
Any special move in a fighting game is just trying to be the fatalities. They are. I don't like how pain they are to do. I wish you could. You can pay. I don't know if you can in this one, but I know you can in the last one. You could pay real money to have an easy fatality.
Yeah.
Where you just like press a button.
Yeah.
And it'd do it instead of doing a combo thing.
That's not bad.
Because I pay for it
honestly,
though.
Yeah.
It should be an option.
Yeah, but if you don't want, I don't know.
It's just all our fights end with like the other person's groggy. You pause it, you go to the move list, you scroll across, you find out the fatality, you unpause it, then you do it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see that in the gameplay a lot.
Yeah.
But they are.
Or just accidentally punching someone.
Or just jabbing them in the fall over. Yeah, that's how I do it.
It's not as
I don't
good.
care. Do you have a favourite character from that one? Of the few you played as? Because again, I should mention we didn't play hours and hours of these. We played enough to get a brief opinion and then moved on. We ain't got all the time in the world. I like Alien.
Yeah, I'd probably say Alien and Jason.
The DLCs, yeah. They're Alien's the one people play as in online, I think, and I think it's like a scrub character. You see, he's quick. He's quick and he's strong.
He's quick, yeah. Well, she.
Is she? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
I think.
Right. We've moved on from those issues. We're going. It's not about.
She's
not
cool,
about,
okay.
Is she ever sexualized though? That's the question. She's not got any clothes on.
Exactly. She's completely naked.
Yeah, I like Leatherface. I think he's cool. He's very.
Yeah, I've never seen any Texas Chainsaw film, so
it's a fair representation.
Yeah, it probably is.
I think the alien's a bit buff and it looks a bit odd.
I think the alien's a bit too skinny, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I thought she.
I think she's too muscly.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess you've only seen Alien.
Yeah.
And in Alien they make it look, but even so, I think
I imagine Alien as big, but not tentacly.
I have an issue with the size. I have an issue with the bulges of muscle that the xenomorph is. But that's DLC.
Yeah.
It's one character.
I guess. I guess we haven't spoken about any of the actual characters.
I think they're fine.
Yeah. I don't remember any of them.
I don't like the bee lady.
Bee lady.
She's like has stabby wings, but I think she's a bit naff.
I don't remember
that. Okay. I like Johnny Cage. I like Cassie Cage. Sub-Zero and Scorpion are like the headliners, so they play really well.
Yeah.
So I think they're very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have an affinity for them, so I don't care.
No,
I know a lot of their names, but I don't care.
I can't imagine any of them.
Well, Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
You know what they look like.
Yeah.
There was the big one you played with the little child on top.
Yeah, that one was fun.
that
was quite fun.
There's Raiden. I say Raiden because I'm a Metal Gear fan. Raiden, I think, is the way they pronounce it in universe. He's the one with the lightning guy with the hat.
Yeah.
There's another guy with a hat and he throws it as like a saw. Like
Okay.
the Liu Kang's a kicky boy.
Yeah.
There's another guy with a saw hat.
Okay.
There's
Sure.
Goro, who's DLC. He's got 4 arms.
Okay. That's
We
kind
didn't
of cool.
play as him
No.
because I don't have him. Maybe he's free, but I didn't install him.
Okay.
I think I have all the DLC actually because I got the XL, but I didn't.
Should probably install it.
No, I'm going to uninstall it as soon as this
Fair
video's
enough.
done. I think Mortal Kombat just has a weight to it.
Yeah.
I think just to finish up with it, I think it feels heavy.
Yeah.
Like you hit and you feel that hit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, or nay?
If someone asked to play that, if I was with someone and they wanted to play a game, I'd probably play it.
But you won't play Soulcalibur. You'd be like, you got anything
No.
else?
I'd probably say, not really in the mood.
Yeah. Speaking of not in the mood,
Yeah.
bit of an out there one
Yeah.
that I just stumbled upon. I forgot Killer Instinct,
Yeah.
which is a classic of the genre.
Yeah.
I forgot Marvel vs. Capcom,
Yeah.
and I forgot Street Fighter,
Yeah.
one of the Trinity, one of the
Yeah.
headline fighting games. I forgot
Yeah.
them. But I did find and remember Power Rangers Battle for the Grid.
Honestly, was banging.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that a joke or do you believe
No,
that?
actually, I quite enjoyed it. It played better than Soulcalibur, in my opinion.
It was simpler, but
Yeah.
it felt fluid.
Oh, it was very simple, and I can't. Were there finishing moves?
There was.
But they,
Well, I liked them.
yeah,
Because instead of it just being you press a move, you hit it, it plays like a cutscene thing while you do damage.
yeah,
It was like an environment, like a foot would come down or
Yeah.
an arm would sweep
or
across.
a
And it was,
spike thing.
so you could still dodge it
Yeah.
after it had been done, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, it was cool.
They weren't big, they weren't amazing things,
No.
but they didn't, and which is good because sometimes the special moves have a tendency
Yeah.
to do too much damage.
Yeah,
And you're like, well, I've been hit by this, I'm
done.
screwed.
Yeah,
What am I going to do? You got any history of Power Rangers? I have none.
I used to watch it a bit as a kid, but yeah, not a huge amount.
Do you recognise any of them?
I used to really like the pink and the yellow Power Rangers, but I think that's because
What's the
they're the
difference?
females. I can't remember. It's been so long.
Do they have one? Do you remember though? Like, is there a? I assume they're different characters.
Yeah,
but,
they are different
yeah,
people.
yeah, but
I mean, like, one's a leader. I think they have personalities
you
because they
don't.
have voices, but
Is
I
it tied to
can't
their
remember
colour?
it. No.
What do you have to do to become a Power Ranger? Where do you apply?
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember any
Do
of
you
it.
do you like most people? Just kind of remember having a toy.
I remember
the toy?
wanting to dress up as the Pink Power Ranger. I feel like most girls did.
Was the Pink Power Ranger in the game, or was it one we had to
Yes.
unlock?
Pink and no, she wasn't, but the Raider version of her was.
I don't know what that means.
know. I have no idea. I just remember it was the Pink Power Ranger, but it was called something different, and I think she had a spiky arm. A big arm.
I think you can either unlock them or
Maybe.
pay for them. I don't know. I may probably unlock them, but you can unlock like the OG, like
Yeah,
the Mighty Morphin,
yeah.
which are like the adverts for
Yeah.
from like the 90s.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. I was a bit disappointed it was trying to be a bit cool.
Yeah.
I wanted it
was
to be
trying a bit
really
cool.
like goofy and retro.
Yeah.
It was trying to be cool.
Well, I think it's not really for the generation who used to watch Power Rangers, for the generation who watch Power Rangers. Because it's still a thing now, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's as big an icon.
No.
Was it ever big
Yeah,
outside of
it
like
was
kids'
pretty
toys
big.
though?
I mean, was anything ever big outside of kids' toys?
Yes, fair point.
Yeah.
Even Terminator does more like toy sales.
Yeah, exactly.
One thing I found interesting is,
Yeah.
is a lot of games have a block or they don't. Moving away from people to block a move
Yeah.
was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think it worked.
Moving away from people to block.
Well, yeah, if you walk backwards
Yeah.
while you're being attacked, it doesn't do damage to you. But if you're walking forward or doing a move yourself and you hit,
I did not notice that.
I told you that several times as we were playing.
I don't remember things.
I told you just don't try it.
Yeah. I just don't hear.
But assume now you know that.
I don't mind it.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I feel like it's not as fun.
I don't
'cause
feel
it's
like...
I feel like I'm consistently retreating.
Oh, no. I think it's fine. I didn't have any problems with the fighting, to be honest. I quite enjoyed it.
It's definitely a budget version.
Yeah.
I don't think it's had anywhere near the amount of money like a Mortal
Yeah,
Kombat or
yeah.
anything like that has. And I think they all play the same.
They all play very
I
similar.
think you've
they
got
have different
Big
moves.
guy,
Yeah.
small guy, medium guy, and they're all kind of the same, just one's slower and does a bit more damage, one's quicker and does a little less damage. So I don't feel like the characters matter. And there's not a lot of characters from what I remember
No.
on the screen. And good, because you just have more characters that are
Yeah.
the same.
I mean, the one I remember that I enjoyed playing is the ice person.
Mm.
I just remember this. I don't know what button it is, but you press a button and it spikes ice. of the floor. And
That's
does
your
damage.
takeaway
I
from
like,
this game.
Yeah, I like that.
So
That was good.
you'd give it a yay then?
I probably wouldn't play it again, but if someone was like, I really want to play Power Rangers, I'd be like, okay, sure, I'll play a couple
So you
games.
wouldn't recommend it in general?
No.
But if someone came to me and was like, I love Power Rangers.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, it's decent. Yeah.
I don't know how much it costs, but
don't
we got it
know.
on the Game Pass for free. So better than Soulcalibur,
Yeah.
worse than Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're
Definitely.
saying with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to what I always imagine as Mortal Kombat's opponent, its nemesis
Yeah.
in the genre, Tekken. Didn't get Tekken 7,
Yeah.
sat on my brother's shelf. I didn't want to go in and ask for it, because I thought he'd ask me to play a game of it, and then I'd have to play a game of Tekken against my brother, and that would bring back some memories. So, Tekken Tag Tournament was free with gold a while ago,
Yeah.
so that's the one we played.
So most people should have it if they have gold.
If you've had gold for
Yeah.
the last couple of years, whenever it went, you probably got it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Tekken? Because this one was the most interesting to play with you.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, I've had a history.
Yeah.
I've been forced to play a lot, and I've got decent through adversity.
Yeah.
So I was trouncing you,
Yeah.
and I can't help it
Yeah.
because I've just played it so much. And I'm used
Yeah.
to fighting like with everything I have to try and scrape a win.
Yeah. Whereas I can't click buttons fast. I'm very slow when it comes to is it
Dexterity,
dexterous things
apparently words as well,
and words and brains. So I struggle with things like that. That's why I don't really enjoy fighting games, because I'm not quick.
I get you.
So I normally just get hit because I just can't physically hit quick enough,
Mm.
or I just can't do it in time.
I think you get overload. You get
Yeah.
so much is happening, and you're like,
Yeah, and then my
What do I
brain
do?
kind of freezes.
yeah.
But I don't like that you could only move with the D-pad. That was annoying because I kept
No.
forgetting that.
On all these games, I've only been using the D-pad.
I don't, because I can't, again, dexterity, I can't move left, right, up and down with it. My brain it doesn't work. I'll go
It doesn't work in
forwards,
left, right, ups and downs.
But it's like,
It worked in general lefts and general rights.
But you go up and down, you jump and then you crouch, up and down.
Yeah.
But with the thing, I can just kind of roll it around, which works better for me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I have to kind of take my finger off, and it sounds weird.
Fair. Yeah. No.
It's
no.
dumb,
It's-
but I struggle with hands.
Okay. And so you would prefer if you could use the.
Yeah, but again,
the
that's just a random thing.
Did that ruin it for you?
A little, yeah, because I kept forgetting to do that, so I was just stood there, and I was like, I'm not moving.
So if you tried to imagine a world where you could use the D-pad or that you could use the normal stick, what do you think of it? Trying to look past any difficulties you had with it based on that, because I don't think the majority of people have that same issue. I think some people, it's not even a joke.
No,
I
I'm
think some
the only
people
one.
struggle in
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
ways, and game accessibility is becoming a big thing.
Yeah,
But for the majority of players, I think that's not going to mar their enjoyment.
Yeah.
So trying to look past that,
yeah.
how did you know?
Honestly, I probably thought it was one of the least interesting.
Really?
I think I was gonna say the characters are boring, but you can play as a Velociraptor. But I mean, maybe not. Maybe I don't know. I didn't feel like there was a lot in the fighting styles, but also I didn't understand it.
Because this is the first time I fundamentally disagree
Yeah.
with you.
Fair enough.
I don't like Tekken,
Yeah.
so I'm not advocating for it.
Yeah.
Tekken makes me angry.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fundamentally.
Yeah.
But there are just some things in there that you can't deny.
Yeah.
Style. It's just so colourful and in your
Yeah.
face and Japanese.
Yeah.
Unashamedly. It's the only one of these games, because a lot of these games started off in arcades,
I guess, yeah.
and it's the only one that feels like an arcade
That
game.
is true. That is true. It does feel like an arcade game.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's hard to capture.
Yeah, no, that's true. I guess a lot of the other ones have kind of gone for more of a stylistic.
Well, they're console, they're games.
Yeah.
But the style they've chosen to go for is
Yeah.
you put a coin in, you play a game.
Yeah.
Even down to like flashing in the top right, like press start to join. Like when you're in arcades, like put a pound in to get
Yeah.
you know. I think that's really good,
Yeah.
and they've only got better at doing that as they've gone on. And with characters,
I guess
there's so many
there are a
characters,
lot.
and I honestly think they all play different.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I just didn't play enough. But to be fair, also there's a variety of ages as well in characters.
They're all yeah,
yeah.
they all stand out. I can
Yeah, they do.
if you show me a picture of them, I
Yeah,
could name them all.
that's pretty good.
And I don't even like the game
Yeah.
because they stand. I might struggle with a couple names, but
Yeah, of course.
I know Yoshimitsu, I know Kazuya, I know Hayashi, I know Jack, I know, I know Brian, I
Jack
know
and
Bob.
Brian.
But you got Kuma the bear and Panda, who's called Panda,
Yeah.
and there's so many really
What's
good.
the Velociraptor called?
Fuck. Raptor. I don't know.
I mean, he might be called
He might be.
Raptor for all we know.
He's not in a lot of them. Usually, when
Yeah.
it comes to that character, because sometimes the characters have like Kuma and Panda.
Yeah.
Same character. It's essentially a
Okay.
skin.
Oh, okay.
But
fair
in
enough.
some games, only one of them's in it.
Yeah.
But in the story mode, they're different skins.
Yeah.
But if you pick one, it's a different story.
Okay.
And usually the Velociraptor is the kangaroo,
Okay.
who's
yeah.
something junior, because essentially you're playing
see
as a
that.
little kangaroo.
Yeah.
And I like the little kangaroo.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I feel like they all play different.
Yeah. Okay. To be fair.
And a lot, even
and they all look,
even in Mortal
they all
Kombat, where they
look
do
different.
play fairly different, I feel like some of them are a bit similar. Scorpion and Sub-Zero,
I mean, yeah, they're practically the same.
they're practically the same.
One's
and
yellow, one's blue.
there's some differences in it, but I feel like
Obviously, yeah.
some of them are very different. But I
Yeah.
feel Tekken, Eddie, the one I made you play, because he's the button masher.
Yeah.
No one else plays like him in the game, apart from
guess
two other
that's
characters
true.
that do. But even they have their own.
Yeah.
Like Christy is like a speedy version of that.
Yeah.
So she's not as strong. She's a lot quicker. And
Yeah.
there's some moves that are similar and then some different. Tiger, he's slower,
Yeah.
more damage. The version we played is Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which boasted the most characters. It tried to just put all of them in there.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot in there.
Actually, to be fair, when we started playing, I thought, because I'm on the right-hand side of the screen, I thought the ones on the right-hand side
Were
were
yours.
mine, and the left-hand side
I
were
put up a
yours.
whole new.
Yeah.
But-
So I didn't realize. To be fair, I didn't see half of the characters for most of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to play a few more of that one just to make sure. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it is.
there's a lot to it and a lot of loving. It's because they've made so many, so
Yeah.
you know at this point, and a lot of it's copy and paste over.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's even like Mokujin, who is the wooden one you played as, who's every time you swap in and out, he's a
Yeah.
different player essentially.
That's kind of cool.
In any of these other games,
Yeah.
you do that, and you go, well, they're all the same, so I wouldn't notice. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
I
In this
guess.
one, you swap in and swap out, and you're like, fuck, who am I?
Yeah.
And
you can
usually, if
really
you've
play
played the game a
differently.
lot and you know the characters, just from the way like his stance and a few of the moves, you're like, right, this is who I am.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, you swap in and swap out.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah,
it's-
I guess so. I do like that you can swap in and swap out. I like
That is just in the tag games.
Yeah.
but
I appreciate
I
that
prefer
though.
the tag ones over the other ones.
Yeah.
Tekken 7,
Yeah.
you can play as Negan from The Walking Dead.
Hmm.
And that's pretty
It's a
good.
bit strange.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I guess it's like
It wasn't
Playing
even when it
as
was big.
Geralt,
He'd already
though.
been like, he wasn't even the main bad guy in the show
Really?
by the time. He'd already kind of relegated to like
fair enough.
anti-hero character.
That's kind of weird.
But yeah, but I'll just mention that.
I guess he has a bat, so he's a good. Yeah. I do
Yeah.
like that all these games have weird crossovers.
They do.
I appreciate that.
That leads to me to my biggest disappointment in Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Snoop Dogg's in it,
But you're
but
not
you
a
can't,
character.
You can't play as
yeah.
him.
When you told me Snoop Dogg was in it, I assumed he was a character.
No, he's just in the background
Yeah.
doing a bit of a rap.
But you can't really hear the rap because you're kind of not focusing, so you kind of just
Get
playing.
ready for the next battle. He's
Yeah, but it's kind of in the background.
It's kind of cool.
All
though,
you're
isn't it?
hearing is huh, ha.
It's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
If you could play as Snoop Dogg, easy best game.
Yeah, if you could play, I don't know how he'd play because he's just very calm.
He'd be that would be his fighting style. He'd be very
I
calm and
guess.
aloof. You know, like he'd blow like
He just walks
he'd
towards
blow
you and
smoke
punches
in
you.
your face.
Yeah,
And you other character get all dizzy and be like, oh, I'm lightheaded. You know,
that'd be good.
I'd play as him.
That's it, and you
I'd
just
main,
die instantly.
I'd main Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. What if he was just like
Well,
he just
could
blows
have-
smoke in your face?
you've already
That's
got
it.
you got Tiger in the game,
Yeah.
so you got Snoop Dogg, but then there's also his other version where he's Snoop Lion, and he can fight team. He can team up with
I
Tiger.
guess. Yeah. Okay.
You know, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Tekken 8, Snoop Dogg, get in there, right?
Yeah. I've already got the soundtrack.
All right, moving on. We're talking enough about Tekken. Do you have any closing thoughts?
I don't think I was in the right mindset
Would-
when we
would-
played it, but I
We're not big on fighting games.
yeah.
But would you give it another go? Outside, we don't have to. After we've recorded this, we don't have to play anymore, really. Just
Yeah.
outside of getting footage and making sure we're not lying.
I think I understood it the least. I think maybe if I understood it more, I'd be able to play it. But it's like with all of the games, they all have the A, B, X, Y buttons. They all kind of do similar things, but also they all kind of do different things. Some of them like B's block, some of them blocks are B, some of them
That comes
It
from playing
changed a
so
little
many in succession.
yeah. But my problem with Tekken is I just couldn't get to grips with it. And because also you were just kind of destroying me.
It's
I kind of couldn't check. I couldn't see what was what.
it's the one we played the least of. So.
Yeah. And also because I wasn't moving because I didn't understand it.
Well, that's how you block.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I prefer of all the blocking modes, holding a button or moving away. I prefer standing still.
I'd rather hold a button.
Yeah.
I don't really like blocking. I'm not.
Well, that's why you lose all the time.
Maybe. But I don't like blocking because I don't know. I'd rather run away. I'd rather jump up in the air and
So
jump
Power
over you.
Rangers is
Yeah.
the one.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll go back to it, but
Yeah.
yeah, Tekken's a lot of these are easy to kind of just learn basics and button mash and kind of get through it. You could play the story mode on normal difficulty,
Yeah.
kind of just guessing your way through the combos,
Yeah.
but they're difficult to master.
Yeah.
And playing against people who have played them a lot, like my brother.
Yeah.
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 Moving on before I have an aneurysm just thinking about that. The last one already. we'll look at
Bailey.
some stuff at the end. Injustice 2. Batman.
Yeah.
It's my favourite.
Honestly, it's my favourite. That is the one that I could carry on playing happily.
Yeah.
I'd kind of,
The story's really good.
Yeah.
The story is really good. Of all these games, Tekken doesn't have an overarching story mode. It usually each character has their own little thing.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat has a story mode. I only got halfway through it.
Yeah.
If Power Rangers has one, I'm sure it does. I've not even tried. Same with Soulcalibur.
Yeah.
Has that opening intro. Don't care. But yeah, I played all through this one
Yeah.
happily, and I got to the end, and I felt like I'd not wasted my time with it because it was really good.
Yeah. It's quite a good game. It's quite a good game.
Do you think a lot of that, the reason you think it's maybe the best,
Yeah.
is prior knowledge of characters and aesthetics and
Probably, definitely, yeah.
yeah,
Because I know obviously you're a fan of DC, but I quite enjoy DC characters. I enjoy their comics. I enjoy their stories. I enjoy the way they interact.
the universe, the way the
Yeah.
Justice League is like, you feel like they all exist in the same world.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's in the same world. I can accept Scarecrow fighting Catwoman, or I can kind of accept all these things because some of them might not make sense.
No, and anytime
But-
Superman fights anybody,
Yeah.
or the Flash fights anybody, it should be 0 second. Flash just
Yeah.
knocks them down. There's nothing they can do.
Which is pretty much what happens.
Kind of, yeah. The Flash is kind of OP.
But like for example, I can completely believe Wonder Woman fighting Aquaman because he's done something to annoy her. Like I don't know.
Well, I mean, they have fought before in comics for
Yeah.
various reasons. parallel universes or
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Elseworld stories, things like that.
Yeah,
There are characters in there that I don't like.
yeah,
I don't like Bane. I think Bane plays really bad.
yeah.
But the fact that he plays really bad and I don't like Bane shows that they're all different.
They do play very differently. I quite enjoy that.
They're quite
actually.
distinct.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're Tekken distinct.
I'd say maybe it's just because I don't know. I like the characters.
They
I'd say
visually
maybe
stand
more
out to
so.
you because you have
Yeah.
a pre-existing
Yeah,
knowledge of who they are.
exactly.
So you go, right, this is Batman. He moves like Batman.
Yeah.
The voice acting
Yeah.
is really good.
Yeah.
Kevin Conroy doing Batman
Yeah.
is the only way Batman should be done in any form of animation.
Yeah.
So it gets bonus points, all the bonus points for that. There's not a lot of maps.
No,
And
but
there's
I'm
something.
not that
There's,
bothered by that.
all the maps have 2 variations. Now, we
Yeah.
didn't do this because I couldn't remember how when we were doing it, but I think it's some kind of like strong attack.
Yeah.
But you smash people into things and they fly through the map and they end up in a different area, and it's kind of cool. It's
Yeah.
a nice. So essentially, all the maps are 2 maps,
Yeah, which is kind of cool.
and they all have their own little cutscene animation of like you'll knock someone down an elevator and they'll smash off all the things on the way down, and then fly out of an explosion into a new area,
Yeah.
and then just stand up like nothing happened.
As you do.
Which is fine when it's Superman, but when it's Captain Cold, it's,
Captain Cold's probably stronger than he looks.
maybe he is.
Yeah. I like all the characters. I like how they play. I don't know why Robin has a sword, but I'm sure there's a reason.
I think it's meant to be Damian Wayne.
yeah,
and
fair
he
enough.
has a sword.
Does he have
That's
a sword?
his thing, yeah.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
I don't know if his name. I can't remember from the story, but Nightwing is Nightsticks.
Yeah.
Tim Drake is like a pole stick. What do you call it? Like a combat stick thing.
Pole stick? I don't know.
He's got a big stick
He's
and
got
he
a
hits
big
people
stick.
with it.
Okay.
Jason Todd is just killing people.
Oh no.
That's kind of, just
Oh,
being
no.
generally violent. I can't remember
Yeah.
if he has a distinct weapon. I think it's a kind of a mix, but he's just a violent man.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure because Damian Wayne's like League of Assassins. I'm like 90% sure that's like a teen young adult Damian Wayne.
Fair enough. I like how all the sirens play.
Yeah.
All of them play differently but interestingly. I like how Black Canary plays.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really seen much of her in.
No, she in live action she dips. I think she was in Arrow.
Yeah.
For a little bit. I think she's in Birds of Prey.
I think
I'm
so.
90% sure she's in there. Even
Yeah,
in comics,
she was
she's
really
not
cool.
usually at the forefront.
Yeah.
She, obviously, they all have their own comics.
Yeah,
but
of course. But no, she plays really well. It was fun. I also liked with Poison Ivy. I liked that she had this weird vine.
The little plant monster that spits at you.
Yeah.
You didn't know what it did, but it pretty much killed me all on its own.
Because it just kind of, I didn't see it spitting, so it just looked like I just kind of created it, and then it just ran there for a bit, and then just went blah.
It's like a little mascot.
Yeah, it's kind of cute.
Favorite character?
Favorite character? I enjoyed Poison Ivy. I enjoyed Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
She was quite good. I wasn't very good at her, but I quite enjoyed playing as her. And I played as someone else that I enjoyed, but I don't know who. Scarecrow. I enjoyed playing as Scarecrow.
Fair enough.
That was fun.
I find him a bit slim.
Yeah,
Similar to Bane, but visually he's cool.
Yeah,
Scarecrow's
I
always
love
been
Scarecrow.
really cool.
Yeah, he's always cool in whatever he's in.
I think this is one of the better ones. Obviously it's got the budget. It's DC.
Yeah, of
so
course.
that always helps.
Yeah,
but just it feels like a DC game.
Yeah, it does.
Aesthetically, everything ties together. It feels like a part. It feels like a comic turned into a video game.
Another thing that I appreciate is that with the other games, when the characters, you know how they have their starting dialogue. In most games, they just have a generic,
they just say like,
dialogue.
"Oh, I'm going to teach you a lesson." They go,
Yeah.
"We'll see."
Yeah, but they say that with every single character.
Yeah,
but every single character,
I think
they talk to each other. It is.
It feels like Backfoot, and they have all that history, so they can say cool things. And it might just be some of them are a bit like.
Yeah,
They're
it's
fine,
not
like,
bad.
I'll stop you, Joker. Like the Flash says, I'll stop you, Joker. And Joker's like, haha, we'll see.
Yeah. It's like fair enough.
But they don't have a lot of history between them.
No.
A lot of them are really cool, and they either reflect the story in the games, the history, or just like Easter eggs and little like half references.
It's just kind of
like,
nice.
You fight Joker and Robin, and it'd be some reference to when he killed Robin, but like, oh, I've already done one Robin in.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's really, as a fan, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I think adding on to that, because I think Mortal Kombat does that. Like Terminator will come in and he'll say "Hasta la vista."
But I mean, that's not exactly it though. It's
Yeah.
But
I think Mortal Kombat has a bit of that. But I think maybe we just don't know the history or care about the characters enough to notice.
It, yeah.
And we also played as Leatherface, Predator, and Alien as the main,
which they don't
all
really
just make
mix.
sounds.
Yeah.
They'll just grunt or scream or go.
Yeah, I guess.
So. Mortal Kombat up to this point was unmatched, and a lot of them had special moves in.
Yeah.
Tekken didn't have them, but Tekken 7 does.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, and they're kind of like Soulcalibur, they're a bit generic and whatever, and I feel like they're just doing it because everything else is doing it.
Yeah.
But for years, Mortal Kombat has stood apart from all of them because of those fatalities.
Yeah.
And it's hard to because they're really horrible and gory and visceral.
Yeah.
And you remember them.
Yeah, you do, yeah. No, they're good.
But I think DC's has kind of matched them without being violent.
Yeah.
Because they're also unique to the character and really visually interesting, and they've got a lot of unique setups, like the Flash smacking someone off a T-Rex. Like, who thought of these things? Because they're a genius.
Yeah, no, they're great.
Some of them are a bit dull.
Some of them are dull.
Catwoman just kind of rides a bike into them. But it's still very visually impressive.
Yeah. It's still cool. I liked Aquaman's. That was good.
Just eaten by a shark. He just sits back while a shark does it. Scarecrow's really cool. A lot of chains and hanging like a nightmare thing.
Love Scarecrow.
All the characters are done so much justice.
Yeah. And they all look visually great. I mean, Bane has never been my favourite character, but I think that's because he doesn't really have much character.
I think in the comics he does, but I think of...
He's quite naturally monotone, though. Not in a bad way. He's just that...
Well, I think the closest you've come to experiencing Bane is Tom Hardy, Dark Knight Rises.
No, I've seen him in some comic books, but it's just...
He can be, but in comic books, he's usually a side player in a lot.
Yeah, I guess.
And he's always relegated to that a bit.
Yeah.
And I think he's decent.
Yeah.
He's not the best, I don't think. But in this game, I think he is there as a filler fight.
Yeah.
I don't think he's part of the main story from what I remember. He's kind of just an early Batman fight. Batman's doing Batman things and Bane's at it again.
Yeah.
So he's in there because
he's
to make up numbers.
Yeah.
But he's still kind of cool. Apart from that, from what I remember, they all have really cool parts in the main story. Like Scarecrow's there. Spoilers for the first Injustice. Superman burns Joker's face off.
As you do.
And he's in this game because Scarecrow hits Harley Quinn with some toxic like nightmare gas. So she sees the Joker, and then they fight in like a. So there's even if it's like a side, they're all in there in a really cool way, and a lot of effort was obviously put in.
Yeah.
Now don't quote me.
Okay.
I believe the same people who made this are NetherRealm, who make Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Which I think explains a lot. In terms of how they're put together, very similar.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, to be fair, yeah.
If they're not the same people directly, it's related in some way. Because there have been Mortal Kombat versus DC games that didn't do very well. It's like you think that'd be really cool, like some of the stuff Joker could do as fatalities, but they couldn't do that because it was DC and they didn't want to do the violent side. So it's like a watered down Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So I think that's where Injustice came from. They did that, and people were like, we want to see a DC fighting game, but but not like this. But don't water it down to fit in with Mortal Kombat. Just do that. Yeah. And I think that's where it came from, and I'm glad they did.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. This is one of them I can see myself playing more because it was fun. It had more style. I don't know. I think it made sense to me a bit more as well, just control wise.
Easy to learn, hard to master.
Yeah.
Best fighting games.
Yeah, I'm fine with that because that's the thing. I really struggle with things that I can't pick up, even just the basics easily. Yeah. Because I'm not good with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it was really fun to play at the start, and it was.
I wasn't bored.
No.
I would have had played a few more games when we finished,
same.
But you wanted to play Overwatch.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Right. So it seems very obviously it's between Mortal Kombat and Injustice 2 for the top. But just so we know.
Okay.
I know Tekken's not your favourite.
Yeah.
But what's better? Brainiac sitting in a chair watching you fight, or Snoop Dogg sitting in a chair watching you fight? Who wins, Brainiac or Snoop Dogg?
Okay.
In a fight.
I guess Snoop Dogg.
It's Snoop Dogg any day, all the time. It's Snoop Dogg. Brainiac got nothing. But all right, Mortal Kombat or Injustice, Tim? On 3, 2, 1.
Injustice.
Yeah, it's Injustice. It's Injustice. It's really good.
It was a really good game. It was fun. I'm sure that if I knew more about Mortal Kombat and if I was really interested in the backgrounds and the lore of all the characters, I would probably enjoy it more. Because
if you had history,
it's
nostalgia, just understanding how it plays.
Yeah, I just really like DC characters. I think that's it. I love the personalities of all the characters, and I love how they interact, and I love how they fight and how they do things, and so I think I was just naturally more drawn to it.
You like what you're good at.
Yeah,
that's probably why I prefer Tekken a little bit. I have a lot. I'm not a big fan of the games, but I'm okay at them.
Yeah.
So I kind of have an affinity towards it. I think Tekken does a lot right outside of that.
Even as someone who
doesn't want to play them,
but it's really good.
If Injustice wasn't here, I'd say Tekken. Visually, again, when I play these kinds of games, I'm looking for some kind of like basic experience that's nostalgic and brings me back to childhood. Arcade.
Yeah, that's true.
And it just feels like playing at an arcade. Same way like House of the Dead on Wii is like playing in an arcade. It's the same. I get the same feeling.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But yeah, Injustice 2 blows them out of the water.
Yeah, it's a really good game.
It's got Batman in it.
Yeah.
And it's Kevin Conroy's Batman, which is the best Batman.
Yeah. You can do some great combos because you can do people that probably wouldn't have really fought, and they probably really don't mix. But
they're the worst fights. Though you want to fight Batman and Superman, you want to, But I get what you mean.
It's kind of fun.
It's like Supergirl versus Captain Cold, and it's like, how is this a fight?
Yeah.
How is this ever a fight? But it also, I appreciate there's a lot of deep cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your Trinity. You've got Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. But you got Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
And that Firestorm guy.
Yeah. Firestorm and Ice.
The Red Lantern. Atrocilips. The Red Lantern guy.
Yeah, the one that's against Green
he's got a
Lantern.
black cat. I don't know a lot about him.
Yeah.
But I appreciate someone who loves Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Is probably gonna fucking love that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What we've learned.
Yes.
Is that we're not good at fighting games.
No.
And the fact that we don't like them.
Yeah.
Should mean we don't get to decide the best ones.
Obviously.
But the best one is Injustice 2.
Yeah.
I don't think there was necessarily a bad one here.
No.
Apart from Soulcalibur.
Yeah, I wouldn't play Soulcalibur.
I wouldn't recommend it over anywhere near the others.
No,
the others I could say, they're all good in their own way. If you like this one's for you. If you prefer this one's for you. Soulcalibur, what's it got?
Yeah.
I don't think it's got anything that stands it out.
Okay. We'll list from best to worst.
Best to worst. Okay. Do you want to go first?
I'll go first. So, best one, Injustice.
Mm-hmm.
Under that, Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
Tekken, Power Rangers, and Soulcalibur. And then Marvel Capcom. Because we didn't play it.
Because we didn't play it. We can only assume.
It's 60 gigabytes. That's a lot of gigabytes.
I'm not going to list mine best to worst
Okay.
because it's the same.
Yeah.
I expect you to put Power Rangers above Tekken. Is that just because you appreciate that Tekken is obvious?
I appreciate Tekken is I appreciate Tekken is good. It's interesting. The characters, they all look different. They all seem to have different backgrounds. I've not played any of the old Tekkens either, so I don't really know much about it. But I'm sure it has more to it than what I see.
Fair enough. So as for the others,
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about, obviously, because I forgot them. Killer Instinct, as far as I'm aware, is a classic to retro.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people loved it.
Okay.
It's free. I've installed it. I've not played it.
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom, been around a while. It's Infinite that we would play, which I think's had some controversy
Yeah.
and wasn't particularly loved.
Yeah.
It's strange that I forgot it because I don't like Marvel as much as DC.
Yeah.
It's not a war thing. I don't hate DC. I
Hate
just
Marvel.
like Batman.
You don't hate Marvel.
No, I do hate Marvel.
Oh wait.
no, yeah. I don't hate Marvel. I just like Batman.
Yeah.
I prefer DC. It's
I enjoy pretty much every character I've seen in DC. I enjoy every character I've seen in Marvel. I
appreciate Marvel's a fucking smash hit. It's insane.
They've done incredibly with the whole film universe.
And there's not of the MCU.
Yeah.
Not a film I don't like there. No, I don't love them all.
Yeah.
But there's not a bad one in there.
No, I wouldn't call any of the films bad.
Even the slightly more dull ones that aren't as special are still good and really well made films.
Well, they're very well made. I just think the characters sometimes fall flat. I don't think they're as interesting.
Yeah,
that's just a personal thing. I completely understand why.
I think in some cases they are.
Marvel. Yeah, I'm sure they are.
I don't like Iron Man, but I do like Tony Stark. I think he's really good character.
Yeah.
But Captain America. I think they're all the main lot are all very interesting, and there's a lot. It's preference. It really is. I do like them all. So I don't want to get into that. That's a separate thing.
It's a whole
but
separate...
the fact is, I do like them.
Yeah.
And a lot of Capcom games, I talk about Resident Evil all the time.
Yeah.
Even when it's not relevant.
Yeah. That is true.
And in this, you can have Iron Man fight Chris Redfield.
Yeah.
You can pit Thanos against Nemesis.
That sounds pretty interesting.
It does, yeah. So I
fair.
should love this one.
Yeah.
But I forgot about it.
Yeah.
And then the last one.
That was it, wasn't it?
Street Fighter.
Oh, Street Fighter.
It is a classic, and we really shouldn't have forgotten. But I'm not paying for it.
No.
From what I've played Street Fighter, it's not for me.
Yeah.
I think I've played so many.
Yeah.
And it's hard to unlearn others and learn them.
Yeah.
So I don't care for it.
Yeah.
That being said, if after this goes out,
Yeah.
if anyone feels that if anyone who has played all these and likes them feels that they're in some way different,
Yeah.
because I can't imagine them being insanely different
Yeah.
from the others. I can't imagine them being so different they deserve to be talked about.
Yeah.
Because it's unfair to not mention them. But if someone out there thinks there are and there's any that we missed, if they want to just say in the comments or mention any that we're not played, maybe we'll do a part 2.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Nemesis versus Thanos does sound good.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. But for now, we'll leave it there.
If we play it before we edit this video,
And it's cracking.
we'll put a little clip at the end, and that's it.
It's 60. I'm not installing it. It's not happening.
Exactly.
There will be no clip. There will be no clip. We're done. Fighting games forever are done.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Until I'm forced to play Tekken again.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll play Injustice again, to be honest.
Maybe.
Because I really want to kind of replay the story now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go do that.
Okay.
And until next time when we talk about something else we have no knowledge of,
Yes.
keep safe.
Hell yeah. Boy.